to High Tech's Renaissance Chronicles podcast, where history comes to life. Today, our hosts are Manaya,
Mia.
And Callie.
Our main topic for this episode in today's discussion is scientific marvels. We have a special guest joining us straight from the European Renaissance to discuss his experiences.
Buongiorno a tutti.
No, Galileo. You have to speak English for our listeners.
Of course. Good morning, all. As I, Galileo Galileo, once said, you cannot teach a man anything. You can only help him to find it for himself.
Thank you for sharing, Galileo. Let's get into our first segment of today's episode.
Here are 3 life-changing inventions made during the Renaissance: eyeglasses, the match, the printing press.
And here's a few more: the submarine, flushing toilets, and the pendulum.
And now, we would like to talk about some of...
All right, can we talk about me?
I'm getting there, Galileo. And now, we would like to talk about some of his inventions. The telescope, escapement clocks, the micrometer, and the proportional compass.
So, Galileo, would you like to elaborate on your favorite inventions and what gave you the determination to push forward and create these new discoveries?
My favorite invention that I created was the telescope. Its creation formed the scientific revolution, creating all different kinds of theories about the universe. It completely changed our views on the galaxy and how we see our solar system.
That's so cool, Galileo. Your invention of the telescope has such a big impact on the information we know today.
I know.
When looking back on the Renaissance, you can see how truly important it was because its significance influence on the present world, even though it is such a long gone historical period. This historical time saw some of the greatest advances in humanity, architecture, and scientific breakthroughs. The outcome of the beginning of these creations had a significant effect on our world both then and now.
Of course, Callie. Even though our modern day society is more developed with improved technology, we are still learning as a society. Inventions can only become more advanced. And now, no matter how far into the future you look, our world will always be doing its best to improve.
Let's discuss and review some of the most impactful inventions created during the Renaissance that directly affect our world today.
For example, the flushing toilet, made in 1566. Sometimes we take things we have in our every life for granted. I want you to imagine you really have to go to the bathroom, but there's no toilet. That would be terrible.
Well,
Next
good thing I was born in 1654.
Next time you see a bathroom, you could really thank Sir John Harrington for the luxury of a toilet.
The Renaissance was not just a time of innovation science, it was also the birthplace of creativity. Lots of new art styles were beginning. Society was growing into a place where everyone learned and gained wisdom.
In summary, the Renaissance was an important time for world development. Communities and education were beginning to change with newly made discoveries and life-changing inventions. It was also a period of learning. Science, mathematics, art, and literature were all evolving because of the great people from the Renaissance. Without these scientific marvels, we wouldn't be where we are now.
Thank you guys for listening, and a big thank you to Galileo for joining us today on the show.
Thank you guys for having me, and for all of our viewers out there, of course, watching the show. And just remember, the world would never be the same without me, Galileo Galileo. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.